It is time for the Merkle Retirement Minute. Michelle from Merkle Retirement Planning, the one and only Lauren Merkle, joining us in the studio right now because we're talking about something that is very serious, but actually at the same time very cool and can pay some big dividends if you do things correctly, correct?
Well, it sure can. And today's show is really exciting because, as you know, we specialize in working with people in the pre-retirement and retirement phase.
Correct.
But what we're talking about here today can impact everybody regardless of age. We're talking about even if you're 15 years old and you're working at the local grocer making some earned income, this can have a big impact for you for retirement planning.
Okay, how so? What are we talking about?
Because what we're talking about is the Roth IRA, which is one of the most powerful types of investment vehicles you have available to you today.
Really?
And it's still one of the most vastly misunderstood and therefore misunderutilized investment vehicles. One of the questions I get all the time is, what kind of return should I expect to receive on my Roth IRA? Well, the Roth IRA is just a tax shelter, meaning it's not going to provide you with the return that you're going to receive, because you can use a bank, you can have a savings account underneath the Roth IRA, or you can have an individual stock. So it's the actual product, the investment vehicle, that's going to provide you return. What the Roth IRA is going to do for you is it's going to allow you to keep 100% of whatever return that you get.
Okay, and how does that happen for people? I think that's the most amazing part of this, is how does that process work?
Because the alternative is you can use a tax-deductible IRA, which means, let's say you put $1,000 into a tax-deductible IRA. You deduct it from your taxes, which means you're not paying taxes on that $1,000 when you put it in. But it grows for the next 20 years, and now that $1,000 is worth, let's say, $10,000. When you take it out, you have to share that $10,000 with Uncle Sam.
Yeah, guess what you're paying
in the
taxes
state of
on?
Iowa.
You're paying taxes on that 10 grand that you have, not the $1,000 that you put originally.
That's exactly it.
Okay.
This is the story of, do you pay taxes on the seed, or do you pay taxes on the harvest?
Right.
With the tax deductible, you pay taxes on the harvest, not the seed. With the Roth, you pay taxes on the seed, the $1,000.
Okay.
But then it grows to $10,000, $20,000, $100,000. That full amount is yours. You don't have to share in any of that with Uncle Sam or the state of Iowa.
Why wouldn't everybody just do that? That makes so much sense.
What we've always been told is that when you're in retirement, you are going to be in a lower tax bracket. That's what we've always been told. So professionals, experts have said, let's not pay taxes now. Let's defer, and at some later point down the road, we'll be in a lower tax bracket. We'll take the money out and pay taxes later. And in today's tax environment, for many retirees, that's just not the case. We have some of the lowest tax brackets we've ever had. Right now, the lowest tax bracket we have available to us is 10%. Prior to 2010, we have to go all the way back to the 50s before we find another 10% tax bracket.
Wow.
The highest tax bracket we have available to us today is 37%. Any idea on what historically what the highest tax bracket we've ever had before?
I'm guessing it was over 50.
94%.
90. That's a lot more than 50.
Can you imagine?
94%
every dollar you make over that bracket, 94% off the top goes to Uncle Sam.
Seriously?
That doesn't even include the state.
Oh my! Wow. Then you're going to owe them more money by the time you take.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like that.
Yeah.
I mean, and 37%, the tax rates when we pay our tax bill today. So this is February. When we file our taxes, it feels like we pay a lot of taxes.
No question.
Historically speaking, it is as low as they're going to go. And in 2026, based on current law, taxes are already going up.
So we need to take advantage of what we have in front of us right now.
Exactly. So a couple things. So going back to the 15-year-old working at the local grocer.
Got it. Yeah.
They have earned income. You know, so people are always looking for what's the best gift. If you're a grandparent, if you are a parent, and your 15, 16, 17-year-old has earned income, you can contribute on their behalf to a Roth IRA. And imagine that money growing for the next 40 years, and it's all theirs.
So explain how that would work. Say a grandparent wants to put, I'm going to just pull a number out, let's just say 1,000 just to make it simple, $1,000 into their grandson's Roth IRA. Now, what happens when that money is put in that Roth IRA?
Okay, so let's say Johnny, the grandson, he can't sign. He's not of legal age, yet, majority. So you open a custodial Roth IRA. It's your Roth, it's in the name of Johnny, but he can't sign for it. You put the $1,000 in, and that $1,000 grows. Once he turns age of majority, then legally it's his. but it's going to grow for retirement for him, and he never has to pay a dime of tax.
Okay, that
Roth.
that $1,000 that went in there, who pays the tax on that $1,000?
Well, it's the individual who's contributing to that. That's taxable income to them. Meaning they earn the $1,000. They just contribute to the Roth, so they're not paying tax on it again.
Oh, okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
okay.
it's just they're writing a check to the custodial Roth.
Wow, that's
Are there
pretty slick.
limits to how much you can contribute? Then talk about that.
Yeah, so if you're under 50 years old, in 2020 you can contribute up to $6,000 to a Roth. So going back to Johnny, if Johnny made $2,000, then he could contribute up to $2,000. If he made $10,000, then he could contribute up to $6,000. If you're 50 or older, then the limit is $7,000.
Okay. But give you a little more to try to catch up. Yeah.
Right, so we just want to take advantage of this Roth IRA while it's around because this is too good to be true. It really is. And,
Sounds like it is,
Uncle Sam knows it. Because all of this money that's in these Roth IRAs is going to continue to grow, and he's never going to see a dime on it. So at some point down the road, he might just decide to take the Roth IRA away. Now, it would not behoove Uncle Sam to say all the money that's underneath the Roth is now going to be taxed, right? That doesn't make sense.
They're not going to do that.
So they should grandfather that in. But I would not be surprised to see over the next 10 years or so Uncle Sam say, let's not allow contributions, new contributions to Roth
Is that
IRAs.
because so many people are realizing the benefits of the Roth?
Yeah, and because, especially because of where tax rates are today. People are starting to realize historically we are in a good tax rate environment and moving money. So let's talk about if you're already retired. You're 65, you just retired last year, 2019. This might be the opportunity for you to start taking money, converting money to Roth IRAs.
From other IRAs.
Explain how that works then, tax-wise.
So far, what we've been talking about is contributions. So there's two different ways you can get money to the Roth. Contributions, which is what we're talking about with Johnny, and then conversions, which means you already have money underneath the pre-tax 401 or the pre-tax IRA. All you do is systematically take a piece of that, shift it over to the Roth. Now, when you shift that piece over, you do pay taxes on it, and that's why you want to be very intentional with it, and you want to make sure that you are not moving so much over at one time that it increases your tax rates too high.
Okay, I see
So
what
do
you mean.
smaller increments over a period of time.
Smaller increments.
Okay.
Yeah, and we use a strategy called fill up your tax bracket. So if you're in the 12% tax bracket, maybe your taxable income is $50,000 and you're married, then you can convert over about $30,000
Wow.
and pay 12% on it. And once it's over here in the Roth, it's all yours, all the growth forever.
Oh, well, that's something you need to do. Yeah, you have.
For many people.
Yeah, for many people. Yeah.
Now, I would advise you to consult your CPA or retirement planner to make sure that you have the right strategy in place for you. But for many people, it's worth considering the Roth conversions or Roth contributions.
Yeah, the right people like Merkle Retirement Planning, for example.
This is what we do for our families every single day.
Now, you have your classes you have set up too that are on a regular basis, and
Yes.
they fill up rather quickly. So we want to make sure people know how they can get involved with your classes.
They sure do. This year we're trying to cap them at 30 to 40 just to make a more intimate setting. We really try to make these classes for you. So you can ask questions, and really we can address the concerns that you have about your retirement plan within these classes. So the easiest place to go to sign up is merkleplan.com.
Okay, and how often do you have classes?
We have 3 to 4 every month.
3 or 4 every month.
Okay, and you have different ones. So you've got like Journey to Retirement, and I know Abby was here last time and talked about women in
women's
retirement and so forth. So you have kind of some specialized ones.
We do. So we've really segmented our classes. The Journey to Retirement is intended for those who are not retired yet. So we're going to talk about Social Security maximization strategies, tax planning strategies, how to deliver the income that you need at retirement and beyond. The Boost class is how to boost your retirement. So you're already retired, and now you're really starting to think about this long-term care risk. You're thinking about your legacy plan on how to gift while you're alive, but also how to make sure the monies that you have when you're gone go to the places you want them to go in the most efficient way.
Right.
So, and then we have the women's class. And the women's class, we focus on issues that are pertinent to women. Women tend to outlive men.
So you had a longer and bigger game plan.
By an average of 2.5 years. And those last 2.5 years is usually what costs the most because of health issues.
Right.
So how do you plan for that to make sure you don't run out of money before you run out of time?
Yeah, you need to get involved with these
No charge
classes.
for these classes,
And
correct?
yeah, we don't charge anything.
Absolutely free.
We don't charge anything. We're just trying to get the
Educate.
word out inform people to make the best decisions possible for their
It's an amazing offering. You thought you were excited about retiring, get even more excited about retiring by visiting with our friends over at Merkle Retirement Planning and take advantage of everything you have to offer. Thank you so much, man. This is really cool.
Thanks for having me.
Great stuff, man.
Always fun.
My wheels are turning. Are your wheels turning? I know they are. They always are after a visit from Lauren.